If you're wanting to find the right boyfriend, the biggest key might not be what you think. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that if you are wanting to find the right person for you, you have to become the right person that somebody will want to be with. What do I mean by that? Take communication, for example. If you are wanting your boyfriend to be a good communicator and tell you what he's thinking, tell you what he's feeling, we have to practice as women to communicate as well. I know we love it whenever people can read our minds, but truly, how often does that happen? Not often. Most people are not mind readers. So in order for us to expect somebody else to communicate with us, we have to start practicing that ourselves to be good communicators, to communicate not just out of emotion or what seems right in the moment, but to think clearly through things in how we're communicating, the tone that we're using, and then through that, we can then expect others to be able to communicate to us the same way. Okay, here's another big one. Are we expecting our boyfriend to love us no matter what? Every person wants somebody to love them unconditionally, even if they mess up, even if they don't seem lovable. It might be that time of month, whatever. So if we're expecting somebody to do that to us, we have to be willing to do that to them. Men honestly crave respect. And so even if he might not be seeming to be the most respectable person, are we willing to still treat him like he's our hero, even if he might not seem it in that moment? Because truly, if we're not willing to love somebody if they don't deserve it, how are we expecting somebody to love us if we don't deserve it? Do you want your man to have self-respect, to have confidence in himself? Then that starts with us doing the same things with ourselves. This also can apply to sleeping around. Are we valuing and respecting ourselves to not just sleep with anybody, but truly have that high standard for ourselves to, save ourselves for the person we want to be with for the rest of our lives? So by respecting ourselves like this, it actually weeds out a lot of guys who aren't willing to treat themselves or their girlfriends that way anyways. So it saves us a lot of trouble by having that high standard. All right, how about this one? Do you want your man to trust you? So if we are wanting people to trust us, then it makes sense. We have to be trustworthy. And I'd say one of the biggest things is, are we hiding our phones from him? Does it seem like we're not wanting him to see certain conversations? And if that's the case, it can give off the air that we're not being trustworthy. So phones are a big one if couples aren't letting each other see them. And it's not like you have to go snooping through each other's phones. You can just have that openness with each other. And if you are hiding things and hiding conversations, that might be a sign that you need to focus on growing as a trustworthy person yourself. And even if you're not dating anyone right now, these tips can actually be practiced for most any relationship. Practice being trustworthy, practice having self-respect, practice with communication. All of this stuff you can start doing now to prepare yourself to be the person who somebody else will want to be with. If you found this helpful, feel free to stick around to watch the next one.